This is Jamie with Stonemeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about social media presence during your Kickstarter campaign. This isn't about building up an audience before your campaign. This is about things that you can do to your existing audiences and existing groups during your Kickstarter campaign. A few overarching things before I get to specifics about each of the different platforms. One, I would highly recommend that you not use the Leroy Jenkins approach to marketing, which is when you show up on all these different platforms, maybe multiple times a day, different groups that are not relevant to your project, and you just share your link. This comes across as very aggressive, it's not engaging, it can get you banned from these groups, and it is not an effective way of getting people interested and excited and engaged in your project. It will just be annoying, so don't do that. One thing that you can do though is think about your audience when you make these posts on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. Think about what's interesting and exciting to them about what you're posting. It shouldn't just be about what's interesting to you. Think about what's interesting and exciting to them. An example of this can be an image from your project, like an image that you're thinking about putting in the game or that you already have in the game that you really love. Or it can be an alert about you having reached like the 1,000th backer or reaching a certain funding level, or if you're about to reach those levels and you want to excite people so that they can be the one to be the 100th backer. One other overarching thing is to ask questions if you want engagement as part of these posts. So if you post a photo on Facebook, if you post a video on YouTube or on BoardGameGeek, end it with a question so that people can actually, instead of just looking at it, they can actively engage. And on many of these social media platforms, when people engage, it means that more people actually get to see the post because of the way the algorithms work. Here are some quick tips for all the different platforms. Facebook, definitely include a photo. The number of people that see it and engage with it will go up significantly if you include a photo. Twitter, put the URL to the Kickstarter project in the middle of your Twitter post. Don't post it at the beginning or at the end, post it in the middle. This is proven to increase the number of people who click on that link and who actually even see the link. Instagram, use hashtags. So that way people who have ongoing searches for specific hashtags, and the more specific you can be, the better. Like there are people who follow hashtag board game, but that's a lot of posts that are being made every day about board games. So if you can be more specific about that, that can help people who follow a specific hashtag see it. Some other platforms, let's say, BoardGameGeek. Make sure, do everything you can to get an image on the BoardGameGeek homepage. So make sure you put the image on BoardGameGeek and then encourage backers and other people on social media to like that image on BoardGameGeek so that it gets to the homepage. That can significantly improve the number of people who see the project if that image gets there. Now, one thing about that is you can't incentivize them. You can't make it a contest. BoardGameGeek has rules against that. You can simply say, hey, it would be great if you liked this photo. On Reddit, Reddit is great to be on if you can, but you can't self-promote on Reddit. You can't post, hey, this is my project on Reddit. You have to have someone else do that. So you can be sneaky about that and maybe have someone else, a friend, do it for you. Or you can hope for someone to do it and then you can jump in and join that conversation. There's also LinkedIn, Pinterest, and YouTube. I won't go into details there, but I'm sure you can think of some effective ways to post on those social media platforms as well. Overall, don't overdo it. Don't post too much on any of these platforms. Post at a few key times throughout the project on each platform. If you overdo it, you'll annoy people and they'll unfollow you, they'll turn you off, they'll stop looking at your stuff, and you don't want that. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas about this, feel free to post here in the comments below or on my Kickstarter Lessons blog in the social media section of the chronological list of blog entries. Thanks.